I'm the Executive Director at Second Harvest, and on behalf of all the folks here, all of our volunteers, our staff, and our all the participants, thank you so much for being here. So we're having this event today in conjunction with opening with the kicking off the Minnesota Food Share March campaign. And this event is designed to show the community and our funders and our partners how successful the project has turned out, thanks to your support. The Food Shelf at Second Harvest provides food to more than 2,500 individuals every month. These are our friends and neighbors, and they're struggling with food insecurity, and they live primarily in the Grand Rapids area, but also come from the small nearby communities, Obi, Coleraine, Cohasset, Marble, Taconite, and La Prairie. Hunger and food insecurity are significant issues in this area, and over the last 10 years, since the recession in 2008, the number of local households served has nearly doubled. The Food Shelf has been operating here and growing since it opened when we built the new food bank building in 2002. At that time, the Food Shelf was only open 2 days a week, and it served just a handful of people compared to now. I remember a big day back then with maybe 30. The Food Shelf has evolved to meet the needs of people in our community through changes such as adding client choice, adding days and hours of operation. We're now open 5 days a week. We've added our senior commodity program, retail food grocery rescue, diabetes prevention programming, SNAP outreach, and increased distribution of fresh produce, which is what this design was meant to enhance. The goal of the project was to create a warm and welcoming environment in the Food Shelf by improving the overall shopping experience for people, improving accessibility through handicap accessible doors, and by making the nutrition choices the easy choices by implementing the Nudges program. We hope you can see that the project has been a really good success. Second Harvest is fortunate to have so many partners that contribute to our success. In this project, we want to particularly thank the Blandin Foundation and Essentia Health for helping fund the project. So Kyle, thank you for being here for the Blandin Foundation. And Carl Erickson and Jenna Ballinger, Jenna from Essentia Health, thank you. Essentia is funding the Nudges program. And so they're helping us promote the making healthy food choices, the easy choices. Operational support for our Food Shelf is provided by the Grand Rapids Area Community Foundation and Chris Fulton. Chris, thanks for being here today. And also the United Way. Supporting our efforts in good nutrition and healthy eating are the University of Minnesota Extension, Betsy Johnson and Jody Nordland. And Betsy's here somewhere. Thank you, Betsy, for your partnership. And I really have to call out Jody Nordland for teaching the diabetes prevention program here at Second Harvest. It's an awesome program that we're able to provide, and she is teaching that to our clients. And we want to recognize Get Fit Itasca, Anna Johnson, for her support for the Itasca Food Shelf Coalition. So Anna, thank you for being here. We're all in this together. The Second Harvest People Team, which is composed of Jan Larson, which is Member Services Coordinator, Sandy McKay, CSFP Coordinator, and Ellen Christmas, Food Shelf Manager, put in a lot of work to make this project happen. They planned and executed the project, and I'm going to let them tell you how the project evolved. So Jan?
Last spring, we started planning for a major overhaul. The floor needed replacing, so it was a great opportunity to think about what other changes would make the space more welcoming, more accessible, and promote the healthy choice, the first choice. The redesign team met weekly, and then as we got closer, we met daily so we could meet our deadlines. There's a lot of pieces to pull together, such as electricians, ordering equipment, so it was here on time, tear down of the food shelf, reset the temporary food shelf, and planning a layout for the new food shelf, as well as a timeline for each task so it would all come together in the end. It took time and a lot of planning and people from staff, volunteers, and clients that we serve to complete each task. We We are able to receive all new shelving, rolling carts, as well as new produce racks. The layout has changed a few times since we first set up, but each change is making it better for the clients. Thank you all for your help in this process.
Sandy?
So we brought together our knowledge of other food shelves and what we thought would work well and what we thought would be right for this space here. And we discussed many different scenarios and floor plans. And together with Sue and Justin, we created the final plan and then we executed the plan. And as Jan mentioned, we have the flexibility to change the space according to our needs. We have several rolling carts. It really gives us the option to move them around, especially during the growing season when we have more produce.
And Deb Page, our volunteer coordinator, is going to talk about the massive amounts of volunteer time it took to make this project happen.
So volunteers are an essential part of the fabric of everyday operations here at Second Harvest. Volunteers are particularly important in the day-to-day running of our food shelf, which averages approximately 200 volunteer hours a week. Ellen Christmas, our food shelf coordinator, has cultivated a very loyal and hardworking community of people who, along with their normal tasks at the food shelf, stepped up and put in many extra hours to make this change happen. They pre-packed bags of food for the clients before we broke down the food shelf. They moved all the equipment, including the freezers, the refrigerators, to make a makeshift food shelf in the food bank warehouse. We also got some help along the way from the ICC baseball team, who came in specifically to help with some heavy lifting and some of the cleaning, and we had a very hardworking community service volunteer also. Then, showing great flexibility, these same regular volunteers continued to help our clients for a week in the temporary food shelf that they had set up, and when it was time to move back, these volunteers again helped to move things back for the reset of the food shelf. Another regular volunteer group, the City of Grand Rapids department heads, were here the day all the new shelving came, and they took on the task of putting all that together with great teamwork skills. We cannot say enough about our appreciation and gratitude for these volunteers who make our food shelf run smoothly with their hands, their big hearts, and their time. Thank you.
And now Ellen will wrap it up. Tell us how it all came to fruition.
Well, as you can see and hear, it takes a village to run a food shelf. The staff, the volunteers, the clients, and donors and funders like you. We tried to get everybody's input on this project to make it a success, but especially for the people we serve. Thank you for making this project possible and for helping us to create such a welcoming, dignified, and improved space in which we do our work. This is a place neighbors and friends can come when they need a little help getting food on the table because of a short-term difficulty or month-to-month because of a chronic struggle for enough food. People know they can count on us, and we are here when needed so that they can keep on going to work, to school. We hope everyone feels welcome when they walk through the doors here at Second Harvest Food Shelf. In fact, it was at the suggestion of a client who told us a story of how embarrassed she was to use the food shelf in a different community, but when she saw they had a welcome sign, it made a big difference to her. It may be a small gesture, but we made sure to make her recommendation and that our welcome sign was large, prominent, and inclusive, and it's behind you. People eat every day, and not just during the holidays or in March when we bring attention to the work of the food shelf through the Minnesota Food Shelf March campaign. The food shelf makes a difference to people every day, not only by giving out food and groceries, but by creating important relationships, nudging people towards healthier living. And Jody's diabetes prevention classes are an example of that. But daily and organically, we have clients and volunteers who come together and they often share cooking tips. They converse about food along the way as they go. So those relationships are more than just giving out food, they're giving out hope. We also share recipes occasionally when we do have large amounts of produce, like when we had 1 million pounds of eggplants and nobody knew what to do with them. So it's our commitment together in the physical work and the running of the food shelf and the dollars it takes that help to remodel and build a better food shelf That in turn helps us to build a better community. The most important words to hear are those of the clients themselves, who we invited to write in this book when we reopened. I'll read a few. A very good experience, like the new layout very much. Great improvement. Thanks for all you do for my family. It's a blessing and so helpful to have the food shelf and the kind people who help. Nicely done. Don't know what we would do without the food shelf. Many simply just said thank you. So to all of you who had part in making the food shelf a much improved space and invested in helping us to do our best work, increase our ability and service to others, thank you. It really does make a difference.
Thank you, and thank you all funders. All right, so now I think it's time to thank the chamber ambassadors for being here. They're taking their, and we will do the ribbon cutting. So thank you, chamber, and thank you so much to our media partners who are here to help us spread the message of the work that we do, and to talk about how we're doing our best to help hungry people get healthy, good food that they need. So, ambassadors, are you ready?
They're right here.
We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right here. So, all you guys get in the picture. We're gonna have a big group of ribbon cutters here. All right. Yep. Stand in front of this right here. Right here. You guys. Oh, move over here. Move over here. There you go. There you go. Where's Jan? Jan, get in the picture. Okay. You guys, get in there.
She's cutting. Yeah.
Am I cutting?
Yep.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Alice should get in here too.
And I'll give you the scissors.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to get the rest of the staff in here.
Yeah. Come on. Food bank staff, come on in. You did a lot of work. Andy saved the day today. Justin, get in here.
Alice.
John. Come on, you guys. Get in here.
Alice.
Any volunteers who want to volunteer?
Yeah. Come on, Dennis, get in here.
Dennis, come on, you helped a lot.
Come on, Joan. He's running right behind Sylvia. Yeah.
Joan. Betsy.
Come on in.
All right.
But she wasn't here.
So we do it?
Where's Lynn?
Yvonne, come here.
Good? Oh, my word. Good?
So we're gonna take a couple photos. So the first one's gonna be like a practice cut.
Okay.
I'll count to 3 and then I'll count to 3 again and then put it on the
All right.
Hold on just a second, we got one more coming in here.
Get in. Get in here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, cut it. Perfect.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Chamber people, thank you for being here. Thanks for taking time to be here. We really